Hello and welcome to this ETHGlobal scaling hackathon. When scalability comes to mind, one have to think about people who have multiple addresses or other people to interact with, and they don't keep track of which address belongs to whom. Now, our solution was to solve this problem by creating an address book that's not only stores the data, but also does it in a secure way. And this is how we use RSA key pair management on your local device to hash the data and store only the hashes on the blockchain. How it works is that you make a request that you want to store a name and an address and forward it to the front end. Then hash it on your local server and then only forward the hash to the blockchain. Why we use the blockchain is to have permanent storage, and if you want to retrieve the data, you will get the hash from the blockchain. It will then be reverted to plain text with your private key and then forwarded to yourself back again. Now the first step you would have to do is to create this key pair. After generating new keys, you will get new keys, but for now I will not do that because I already have two key pairs and they will be overwritten. And these key pairs will be stored on your local device, so there is no way of leaking this data. Now let's say we want to create new addresses with hashes, and let's use the Morph blockchain for now. Let's say we want Bob to have this address and submit it to the blockchain. We have to verify it, of course. In the backend, it will create a hash, which we can then also verify on the blockchain. With this block explorer, we can see the transaction was successfully done from this smart contract here. And now let's retrieve the data. Simply just go to the data display page and we see Bob was successfully stored, but Alice was already stored before. We can also switch to other blockchains. Let's say we want to go to Arbitrum, where we also deployed via the multi-bars curve grid deployment. And you can see that the names are sorted in alphabetical order. And if you want to just, let's say, copy the address of Frank, just click here and it will be displayed on your clipboard, as you can see. Now, what we also introduce, let's for this purpose switch to the Avail Sepolia chain. You can store multiple addresses. Let's say you want to store Carol and also Frank. Then submit it to the blockchain. And based on the, how large the data is, it will be differently stored or hashed and put into smaller chunks so it can still be reverted. Now we can see the hash was successfully stored. We can also verify it on the blockchain. There are the transactions details, also with the same address, the same smart contract. And if you want to display the data, we see both stored here